Hello my ducks, it's Simon here. Welcome back to the Hermit's Cave. How is everybody doing? We're almost at the end of the week. I say that like we're on a countdown just to the weekend. We probably love every day of the week. But yeah, it's Thursday and I just wanted to show a deck that was something a little bit different. And the reason why I want to show it now is because I want to use this for the remainder of November. Now, I didn't get to do the video decks that I'll be working with in November, like I've done every other month, just because I was away for the beginning of November and then, you know, starting the new job and everything else. It's just been pretty full on. And I've still been using the decks that I have been using in October, but I wanted to share this one. I did show it in the Glastonbury haul video, but not a full walkthrough, just a few cards from it. And this is a deck that Sandra and I stumbled across when we went into, I think it's called the Witch's Cauldron, which is at the top of the high street in Glastonbury. And I mean, Glastonbury is great, you know, obviously we go every year, fantastic shops. It's not often you see independently produced tarot decks though. They do tend to be mass market for obvious reasons. And so when we saw this, I was like, oh, this looks really interesting. You can tell it's handmade. Now this is the first edition, 2020, and it's called the Black Line Tarot by Agni Prasada Burning. And that is a pseudonym for the artist Steph Butler. Steph Butler, also known as Agni Prasada Burning. This is a limited print run. I think, if I recall, we take it out of this two-part box. This feels like a handmade box as well. I think, yes, there's a signature here by the creator, and there was 525 copies made, and this is number 277. And as you can see, really nice. It has this silver foil stamp embossing on it. And it's a macabre shadow themed deck that encourages self-reflection and shadow work. And I thought, how great for the dark half of the year. And on my channel, just let me take a sip of tea because I'm feeling a bit throaty. I've done so much talking today, I wonder if I've got any voice left. But yeah, I've done lots of videos recently, and particular live discussions about the dark half of the year and shadow work, self-reflection, and that sort of thing. So I thought this might be a really nice deck to take a look at and to bring into my collection for the dark half of the year. So it is based on RWS symbolism. However, it is reinterpreted through you know, Steph's artistic, distinct style. On the back, it says Black Line Tarot by Agni Prasada Burning. Confront your dark side with this limited edition Macabre tarot deck. As I said, first edition 2020. So we'll put the box to one side. It has a really striking black and white line art aesthetic to it. It is stark, it is bold, and it's quite minimalistic as well, which was something that I was really pleased about. It's printed on really high quality, smooth finish matte cardstock. So it does have a bit of a sheen, but it is matte. And actually, don't know if it's just me, but it feels like it's a little bit more grainy on the front than on the back. But there's a nice snap back, there's a nice core in this. So it's really nice. It has a UV protection, a UV protection. Oh gosh, I can't speak. Sorry, a UV protective. What is the word I'm trying to varnish? A UV protective varnish, which gives it that durability as well. Yeah, and I believe there might have been a second edition which had gilt edges as well. So there's this first edition, limited edition, as I said, of 525, which has plain edge copy. And then I believe there was another edition of 260 only, which had a gilt edge finish to it. But, you know, I didn't see them anyway, but even if I had, I think I would have gone for the first edition if I can. And to be fair, I don't know if this deck would even need a gold gilt finish, even though I'm a fan of edging. With it being black and white like this, these are like a white edge anyway, and I think it just complements the deck really nicely. So there isn't a guidebook that comes with the deck because it encourages intuitive interpretations guided by the artwork. And as I said, if you are familiar with RWS as a structure anyway, it should be easy to follow for experienced readers. All right, let me bring the camera down so we can take a closer look at the images. Okay, I almost forgot the card size. Everybody likes to know the card size. It's a standard RWS US Games NPC size for the cards. The artwork is lovely. It feels like it's, I mean, it probably is hand-drawn. It certainly gives that feel of being hand-drawn, and it feels very organic with this raw emotional intensity to it. And as I said, I think this will be perfect for shadow work, self-inquiry, and deeper psychological readings as such as well. And I know some people, not everybody likes black and white decks, but for me, the black and white decks that I have in my collection, I really enjoy. And there's been a lot of black and white decks I've shown recently, whether it was the Baddeley or the Eternal Tarot. Or, for me, the absence of colour emphasises contrast, mood, it's easier to see symbolism sometimes, so I really like it for that. Anyway, here's our fool. Love this. He's carrying his rose. He's off on his journey. He's got his knapsack. He's got his fool's hat. Look at this magician card. Love this. Feels very pagan, doesn't it? High Priestess, there will be nudity in this deck. The Empress, the Emperor, oh, look at the Hierophant, got the keys. Yeah, I think this the kind of black and white imagery for this will really invite depth, honesty and introspection for sure. And I just, oh, look at that, look at the Chariot. Wow, I think this deck as well will work beautifully under soft lighting, candlelight, because it's so stark, you know, the bold black against the white. It'll be easy to see in low lightings as well. Justice, look how her eyes are bleeding. Possibly one of my favourite hermit images. I mean, I love that. Really love it. Line work is excellent. the Wheel of Fortune. We've got the Ouroboros here, swallowing his tail. The compass. Strength, look at that. Love how we've got the lemniscate as a tattoo on the arm, but also this I don't know what it is really, but material anyway, covering the body, is also kind of making that same symbol, the infinity symbol. Brilliant. Here's death. Temperance. I really, really am digging this. And as I said, that cardstock is magnificent. Oh, I didn't really show the backs, did I? It is reverse, it's a feather. Tower. The star card. Oh, look at the moon. Beautiful. Isn't that a beautiful judgment card? I don't want to linger too long on cards that show nudity because YouTube's being a bit of a tool at the minute. The world, look at that tree. Can you see the goddess within the tree? Stunning. Okay, so that's our majors. I'm going to pick these up and we'll take a look at the wands. So even though I said it kind of follows an RWS, that's what it purports to do, but I would say this would encourage people. I mean, okay, I can see the reference to RWS. I love the little tokens here. It's almost like we've got Ogham and the element. I would say yes. Sorry, I was saying, I think what I would say, particularly with working with minors that are deviate away slightly, shall we say, from RWS, then trust your own interpretations when working with this deck, if you get it. His face. Wow, look at that, the Ten of Wands. All that in his beak. Ah, love the night. How beautiful. I wonder if all the kings are, I mean, I was going to say if all the kings are female, but that's open to interpretation, I think. I love the salamander tattoo. We have our cups, which I think are, as we say, are these skulls? Some, yeah, a lot of them are skulls. We do have a couple of chalice types cups here as well, but look at the arteries from the heart. Pouring blood into the cups. Love this image. Now that's a different take on the RWS, isn't it? But it looks like a ritual rather than the dance. The 4. all four are being presented by these kind of tentacles here. The 5, we have 2 upturned, 3 the right way up. A 6. Here's the tentacles again. We've got an octopus, something's rattling on the table, I'm not quite sure what it is. Oh, look at the hairs. That is gorgeous. Little bony fish. Yeah, they like their tentacles in this one. It just feels very pagan. I love it. We've got a king here, look. These horns are brilliant. Again, we've got the tentacles. It's representing obviously the water suit. So I see why that's there. The swords. Ouch. Look at that. That's a different take. I mean, she's blindfolded. You've got the crescent moon, but the pierced heart. I like the addition of a crow. Look at the 6. Oh, Mr. Fox. I would say this is 330 GSM. It's really nice. It feels like a really good quality cardstock. Look at that for the 9. I mean, that is the stuff of nightmare. Look how it's taking root. Wow. What an image. And the 10 in the fetal position. We have our swords. Our swords courts, I should say. Love the courts in this deck. Imagine, I love this deck. And then we have our final suit, the pentacles. Wow. That's like a performance, isn't it? Like a burlesque piece or a circus piece. Love that. Really love that. That's really poignant. The bird from the 9 of the RWS deck. Oh, gorgeous. Oh, look at the bear. Oh, what an incredible deck. Love that. You can see it's a chunky deck. Like I said, the cardstock is lovely. These, these really glide together beautifully as well. And they're going to be a dream to shuffle. All right, so final thoughts, overall impressions. I think the intricate line work and the contrast of having the black and the white really makes these images stand out. Try and hide some of the nude ones. I think having, well, I've my own experiences of working with a monochrome palette like this really changes the reading tone for me. Yeah, and I just, particularly if you're using the deck for, like I said, shadow work, self-reflection readings. But what I would say is, with a lot of the minors, if you are used to RWS, then do trust your own interpretations when working with the deck, or use your underpinning knowledge of RWS, because it does link, you know, there are those little nods there as well. So, but I think it is stunning. I love the simplicity of it. It is a simple deck, but at the same time, the detailing, the intricacies, the symbolism, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful deck, and I'm really pleased that I brought it into my tarot collection. Let me know your thoughts, particularly if you have one. How have you found working with it? Or if you haven't, I can't really tell you who stocks it other than we picked it ours up from. So you could go online and look at Witch's Cauldron. I think it was called the Witch's Cauldron. It's either the Witch's Cauldron or the Witch's Broomstick. No, it wasn't Witch's Broomstick. I think it's called the Witch's Cauldron. Oh, I don't know now. But if you watch my Glastonbury haul, I mention it there. Yeah, so thanks for watching, everyone, and until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.